Bum bum, greetings all. The last Outrider here. How are you? I'm still alive. With a new announcement. Yay. I have noticed that, how can I say this nicely? The Warhammer 40k universe is boring now. People are simply not inspired by the storylines that are being crafted by the Black Library and the Horus Heresy and things like that, compared to, say, what they were 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. It's just not there. Even the fluff in the new codexes and the new editions, it's just, people aren't excited about it anymore. I get the feeling that people just don't like what 40k is developing into compared to what it was in the past, especially to what it was originally. So I have taken it upon myself to be the change I want to see in the world. Some of you know, some of you do not know that I have actually been published previously and worked on RPGs and dystopian dark fantasy stuff before. So I have decided I'm going to start writing some 40k stories. But they're not really going to be 40k stories. They're going to be 40k stories from the time when I found 40k stories interesting. But that time is gone. In other words, Games Workshop has retconned the 40k universe that I used to know and love. And I mean, I can go all the way back. I can go all the way back to, 3rd edition. Fuck, I can go all the way back to Rogue Trader, to the original Space Marines, the Space Marines without Primarchs, the psychotic, hate-filled killing machine Space Marines that used to live in, convents and call each other brother because of a monastic life that they were living, not because of a shared gene seed. In fact, it was before the gene seed. And so that's not 40k anymore. But I still know that universe. And that's where I'm going to start. Okay? I've been working on a short story now just to get my creative juices flowing again. I wrote it. I finished it. I've now handed it off to an editor who is dissecting it piece by bloody piece and will get back to me with her analysis of the story. It's only about 20,000 words long, but I'm going to put that up for self-publication on Amazon or probably something like that. And depending upon the response that gets, there will be more to come. There will be a rebirth of the old 40k, where none of this shenanigans with the current Primarchs and whatnots and murder curses and blah, blah, blah happened. This reminds me of Major Kill, if anybody watches that channel. Basically, he created his channel to talk about all of the 40k stuff so he could sell his proxy miniatures. That's his shtick. And A lot of people out there were, of course, making just their own 40K videos for YouTube, like, the text to speech device and everything like that. But they're all trying to really fit into the current 40K universe. And I want to go more primal than that. I want to go back to the time like when, Ian Watson was 40K, Space Marine. Not that bad, but the original Inquisitor trilogy. This is where I see my work happening. And Games Workshop has stated many times that's not even 40K anymore. They even put a disclaimer in those books that they're not 40K anymore. They just released these for posterity's sake. So it's not even 40K. And I'm developing a framework, universe building, basically. I kind of have to, because that universe doesn't exist anymore. So I'm going to take, like I've always said, the Warhammer universe that I wanted, that I've RP'd in, that I've played in for 30-something years, and I'm going to put stories in that universe, and I'm going to publish them. And I think from the reaction that I've gotten from beta readers so far, that there's an audience for this. My vision of 40K is closer to what 40K was like when it first came out. And that is how basically a shadow of Nemesis the Warlock. The Imperium was the bad guy. Chaos was the not so bad guy. I'm not quite as interested in the Chaos Gods as they've kind of developed now. I prefer Chaos as it was originally, which was just more abstract, like the Emperor was more abstract. Hell, even the Inquisition originally was more abstract. These were things that we knew existed, but they were on a power level so far higher than the game existed on that it just didn't matter. Originally, there was only supposed to be these alter egos of the Emperor. There were only 6 of them in the entire galaxy. Were they ever defined? Did they ever have names? Were there ever stories about them? Or people asking, what did they do? No, they didn't. We just knew it was just part of the universe. That's what I'm going to get back to. And like I said, I have a short story being ripped apart right now, and I just wanted to announce that. With any feedback people would like to give below on how they would like to see their favorite 40K universe crafted, now's the time to let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye.